Houston, Texas, a city built on oil, ambition, and the promise of a brighter future. For decades, people flocked here, drawn by opportunity and a chance to build a better life. Today, that dream is fading. Houston is facing a confluence of crises that threaten its very fabric. The city is grappling with soaring crime rates, an exodus of residents, and an energy crisis that has left many struggling to make ends meet. The human cost is staggering, with fear and uncertainty casting a long shadow over the city's once vibrant spirit. Houston's story is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that even the most prosperous cities are not immune to the challenges of our time. It's a story of broken promises, systemic failures, and the human toll of neglect. But it's also a story of resilience, of a community determined to fight for its future. The statistics are alarming. Houston has witnessed a dramatic surge in violent crime in recent years. Homicides have spiked, leaving families shattered and communities living in fear. The sound of gunshots has become a grim soundtrack to daily life in many neighborhoods. Carjackings are a constant threat, forcing residents to live with a heightened sense of vulnerability. The police department is stretched thin, struggling to keep up with the rising tide of violence. Response times are slow, and many residents feel that their calls for help go unanswered. The justice system is overwhelmed, leaving many perpetrators to walk free and fueling a cycle of impunity. Section 5. The Energy Crisis, a City on the Brink. Houston, the energy capital of the world, is grappling with an energy crisis of its own. The city's reliance on fossil fuels has left it vulnerable to the volatility of the global energy market.
Soaring energy prices are pushing many residents to the brink, forcing them to choose between paying their energy bills or putting food on the table.
The city's aging energy infrastructure is also struggling to keep up with demand. Power outages have become more frequent, leaving residents without air conditioning during the sweltering summer months. These outages disrupt daily life, forcing businesses to close and schools to cancel classes. Section 6. The Human Cost. Stories of Struggle. The human cost of Houston's crises is immeasurable. In hospitals across the city, doctors and nurses are treating a growing number of patients suffering from stress-related illnesses. The constant fear and uncertainty are taking a toll on mental health, particularly among children and the elderly.
Schools are struggling to address the needs of students traumatized by violence and displacement. Many children are exhibiting signs of PTSD, struggling to concentrate in class, and form healthy relationships. Teachers are overwhelmed, lacking the resources and support to adequately address the complex needs of their students.
Section 7. Businesses and tourism bearing the brunt. Houston's crises are also having a devastating impact on the city's economy. Businesses, large and small, are struggling to survive amidst the climate of fear and uncertainty. Tourism, once a thriving industry, has plummeted as visitors stay away, deterred by stories of violence and instability.
The city's reputation as a business-friendly destination has been tarnished. Companies are hesitant to invest in a city grappling with such deep-seated problems. The exodus of residents and businesses is creating a vicious cycle, further eroding the city's tax base and its ability to address its mounting challenges.
Section 8. Leadership Failure, a City Adrift. Houston's current plight is a story of leadership failure. The city's elected officials have failed to address the root causes of its problems, opting instead for short-term solutions that do little to address the underlying issues. They have failed to invest in the city's infrastructure, its schools, and its people.
The lack of accountability is staggering. Elected officials seem more concerned with protecting their own interests than with serving the needs of their constituents. Corruption and cronyism are rampant, further eroding public trust in government. The people of Houston deserve better.
Section 9. A glimmer of hope, solutions, and a call to action. Despite the challenges, there is still hope for Houston. The city has overcome adversity before, and it can do so again. But it will require a collective effort, a commitment from all segments of society to work together to find solutions. We need to invest in our communities, create jobs, and provide opportunities for all Houstonians. We need to address the root causes of crime, poverty, and inequality. We need to hold our leaders accountable and demand better from those in power. The time for action is now. The future of Houston depends on it.